Welcome back to the channel. I recently made a trade with Hass Thrift Collectibles for some backroom stuff, and I just wanted to show what he sent me, because it's some pretty cool stuff from the looks of it. So this was a surprise. He gave me a Booster Brat Chapter 1 booster pack, and that's really neat. This is an interesting looking game. Haven't really had the chance to try it out yet, but it kind of has like this whole story thing going on, where every card presents a piece of this trading card story, they call it. So it looks kind of cool, but it is, you know, a two-player game, and I traditionally just play mostly solo when it comes to card games, but let's take a look and see the cards inside. So let's see, Binky's Pogo Stick. I like the colors on this one. I also like the way they do their borders and stuff. And like, look, so it says here, collecting can be a tedious affair, so younger agents often need a way to expend energy when they get overly excited. Even a little powder keg will cause a big explosion if it isn't maintained. And so one interesting thing is they actually have keywords. So if you attach this to a character, they get this excited keyword, and then it also gives them extra power. And I don't know a ton about the game, but I know it's you're like playing creatures out there basically attacking each other, and yeah, it just looks really cool. There's a Woonosaur. This one looks cool. Wow, it's really nice art on this one. You can kind of feel the shadow that's sort of coming across. We got Zimeno, the create keyword. Yes, this game just feels very creative. ZFT Simeon. I also like when they have art that comes out of the the boxes and stuff. Backrooms did that finally with the car park set, and I think that it looks really cool. It's really interesting to see that, almost like a 3D effect. Here's Dark Shell Baby. This feels very Pokemon-ish. Oh yeah, look, you can play any evolved unit on top of this basic character, so this is definitely meant to be an homage to Pokemon. Charizard, and like the cards look really nice. Like they did a good job with the graphic design. It's very easy to tell like what the keyword is for this one, and then the effect is on the bottom. Conscriptor, that's so cool. The little like mouse creature here with this interesting looking coat, and like the background is very complex. There's like flowers and like planet or something. It's really interesting. Disappointed. All your disappointed characters win ties in battle. Make some noise. This is cute. I want to play with my cards. Binky explodes. There's that excited keyword again. Then we got Angsty Dragon Man. Dang, he looks cool. He kind of makes me think of like Business Raptor or something. Champion unit. He's fancy. He's got the argue keyword. He does look like he likes to argue. Oh, he champion unit from Dapper Dragon Man. And then I saw there was going to be a shiny at the back there. Oh look, we got a token. Shadow token. A corroding horror stabs through him when the game in hand is failing or faltering. It brings out his voice, and in his voice, his fury. Interesting. And whoa, look at that. Oh, we got the Dapper Dragon Man. Whoa, this looks like a very special card. This is like a secret rare. And his keyword is proud. He's very proud of himself. This character enters play with 3 counters. If it loses a battle, remove a counter, move all items equipped to it to the used pile, and return it to your team zone. Okay, so from what I understand, the team zone is where your characters are at, and then they go forward to attack. And then I think if they lose, usually they'll get discarded, but this guy has 3 counters, so he gets like 3 lives, basically, as far as I understand it. Oh, that's really neat that we got the Angsty Dragon Man and then the Dapper Dragon Man. Anyways, that's awesome. Thank you, Hass. Alright, so the real reason that I'm here is these amazing new car park levels cards. So we discussed which cards we were missing, and he sent me a bunch of ones that I did not have a copy of yet for the holos. Right, so we got the left turn here. The left and right turns are great. It's 2 from the pool pile, 1 navigation point, 1 sanity. And then depending on which one you place, left or right, you have to go clockwise or counterclockwise from that space. Here's the holographic collapse lot. 3 from the pool pile, 2 navigation points, and -7 sanity. And you can't engage any entities while in this room, because it's super hazardous. Alright, we got holographic Smiler. The Smiler is similar to the one from the lobby levels. 1 deck and hand damage, -4 sanity still. But this one has 3 health, and then while you're engaged, you lose 1 navigation point whenever you move into a room. Alright, we got holographic Memory Worm. Memory Worm's pretty cool. It's both an entity and potentially an item. So if you engage it, you have to deal with the 2 deck and hand damage, -4 sanity, and 2 health. But if it's on the field of play and you use Memory Fluid on it, then you get to just put it into your inventory as a 2-attack item. So it's really cool. It's a new type of, almost like a capture creature mechanic. Alright, we got the holographic Turncoat. Turncoat is super devious. He deals 1 deck in hand every round, but He gains +1 deck and hand damage for every room card on the field of play. And you're obviously going to be standing on a room card, so he automatically gets +1 from that. And I mean, you need to be able to move, so he has to have at least +2 deck in hand, essentially. Like, that's brutal. Like, dealing 3 right out the gate, not to mention if there's 5 or 6 rooms on the field of play. He is not a good one to have to deal with if you're not prepared. Like, if you do not have the deck in hand. He's also hitting for 8 sanity loss when you engage. With 7 health, like, that's not good. You're gonna need some good weapons for that at least. Alright, we got the holographic shopping cart. This is an interesting item. Essentially, while this item's in your inventory, whenever you gain an item, you can put that item face down under this card, and then when you use this to attack, it deals 2 damage on its own, but then also 2 damage for every card attached to it. So, I mean, having 2-3 cards under there, you're dealing, it's a lot. So you could really take out some big stuff with this, potentially. It also gives you 3 sanity when you use it, so it's pretty nice. You got the holographic road flares. I dig the road flares. This is a new item where essentially you pay 2 sanity while it's in your inventory, and you can place the top card of your deck in hand on any valid slot on the field of play. So that could be really useful if you know what's coming. Say you use the clockwork torch, and you just activate to see what card is on top, and then you know what that card is. I could place it anywhere. Maybe it's a room, or maybe it's an item you really need. It's so cool. It's a really interesting one. You get 2 uses out of it, and then it gets discarded. Right, we got the holographic cursed toy car. The cursed toy car is so evil. So when it shows up on the field of play, it basically forces you to engage an entity. So if there's no entity on the field of play, you have to search the pool pile for the first one you find, and this attaches itself to that entity, and it deals +1 deck in hand extra. That's just mean. I mean, it could really be really bad. Like, if you got the cursed toy car, forces you to engage, like the turncoat, for instance. That would be a bad combination. And it's like 6 rooms on the field of play, and suddenly it's hitting you for 8 deck in hand with 8 sanity loss. Oh no, 9 deck in hand because it'd be +1. Like, it's just mean, and I love that about it. It's a cheeky little item, and it's a negative item. You essentially have 11 entities in the deck because it's just there to mess you up. So I find it very funny. Oh, here we go. We got the holographic abandoned backpack. I do like the idea of the backpack a lot. You basically discard it to reveal the bottom 3 cards of your deck in hand and just see if there's any items there. So if you find an item, you got to put it into your inventory, and then the rest get placed back on the bottom of the deck in hand in any order you choose. Otherwise, you just come up empty-handed, but you're still going to get 5 sanity. Whether you get an item or not, that 5 sanity is still on the table, which I like. Okay, so I love that. It's such a good assortment of items and entities and rooms and like all the holographics I was really hoping to get. And I do still have 4 more booster boxes on the way coming for my birthday. Probably not going to be here till a little bit after, maybe like Monday or Tuesday. But still, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put these in my binder now. So here's, again, you've probably seen it before, but this is my amazing lobby levels collection. I might as well just flip through really quick. It's nice to see the old set because it's still so fresh. There's so many good cards in this set. I love that now we have multiple sets. We have basically 162 cards to play with at this point. And man, there's just so many good memories associated with these cards too. And then, we're getting into the promos. I wasn't even in the game until this was the last available promo. I was getting into it right here in March. The Electrofest balloon. That's a heavy hitting promo right there. Managed to snag one of those. Got the Dollface Jack-o'-lantern. Got the False Feast. And then I started picking up the other ones. And okay, so now we're into the car park. Okay, there's the left turn. I'm glad I got my left turn back, to be honest, because they're kind of hard to come by. Okay, collapsed lot. Okay, collapsed lot. Nice smiler. Memory worm. Turncoat. Cursed toy car. Abandoned backpack. shopping cart. And road flares. 556. So I have 56 out of these 60 in holo for the base set. All right, now let's take a look at the room pack that he put together for me. So one of these was my left turn, but 2, 3, 4, 5 left turns, 5 right turns, 5 straightaways. There's 5 stairwells, 5 inclines, 5 abandoned lots, 5 desolate lots. And then I think this is just a few extra cards he threw my way. So thank you, Hass. That's awesome. We got Shadow Lurker. Shadow Lurker's so mean. He's ended my game at least once or twice because I'll have a Painite gem and he just jumps out and kills me. Like he just shows up and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill you." Turncoat. I do like the idea of Turncoat a lot. He's very threatening. I do get worried when I see him on the field of play. He's just really hard to take out. 7 health, at least 2 items. Service Bay. Ooh, some Service Bays. Service Bay's cool. 4 from the pool pile with 3 navigation points is just, damn, that's good. -5 sanity. Yeah, you have to take the sanity loss, but still great. Vending Room is one of my favorites. 4 from the pool pile, 2 navigation points, +4 sanity. And then if you use the key card or the Painite gem, if you pay a Painite gem, you can get any item back from the discard pile, but you have to lose whatever you used in the process. Echoing Intercom is great. You get to discard it for 6 sanity to choose 2 items from the field of play and shuffle them back into your deck in hand. Do love that a lot. Key card, great for getting into certain places. And like the Vending Room, you can use it in. Security Kiosk, you can use it against. Control Room, you can use it in. Aiden. It's nice to see Aiden returning from the lobby levels with a new interesting effect. Although I do like his lobby level iteration better. I think the effect is so good. 4 from the pool pile, and you get to put an entity on the bottom of the pool pile. That's crazy good. Like, that's just such a good effect. We got Oliver. He's an interesting companion. He lets you take deck and hand damage as sanity loss instead, which may not be terrible. There's a lot of really good sanity rooms. Abandoned Lot and Incline are some of the best ones, but these ones are all pretty decent too. Abandoned Lot, especially, getting 3 from the pool pile, 3 navigation points, and 3 sanity is massive. But yeah, Oliver's interesting. But yeah, that is the pack that I got from Hass. So, alright, thanks for watching. Hope you had a great time, and hope you enjoyed the little tour through the binder and seeing all the cards. Alright, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Take care.